morning guys, and welcome back to the channel. Apologies if there's any noise about, I think they're cutting the grass. But I'm on the track this morning, so it's race week and I decided to come down to the track. It's Tuesday, so I've got a good time to recover from any kind of session I've done today, but I've pushed my long run back until midweek. It's half term as well, so obviously training's a little bit jumbled and I've got to squeeze things around with kids, but that's life, you know, we get it done though. But it was quite busy on the track this morning as I come. I've just literally finished my warm-up. I've done a good selection of strides just to get everything firing nicely, so it's about nearly, well, just over about 18 minutes warm-up. But yeah, we're on the track. What we're doing, I've got 6 times a K, so 6 times a K with a 2-minute rest in between each. I've given myself a little bit more grace of a rest with it being race week, so I just want to try and get myself fully recovered in between each. But I've got a selection of shoes with me today. I've got the Vaporfly 2s, which I'm going to do the first 3 reps in, and I've got the StreakFly 2s, which I'm going to do the last 3 reps in. So hopefully I can put some good efforts down today. But yeah, let's get the shoes changed and we'll get into the reps. Right, rep number 1, Vaporfly 2s on, so 2.5 laps, first K. Come on. First rep, first K, 5:53. So again, about where I want to be, in that 10k pace range. So if they all stay like this, I'll be bloody happy. It's getting warm. But that second one was a bit quicker, 5:54 for the kilometre, so feeling good. Yeah, feeling good today. Vaporfly 2s feel fantastic as always, so yeah, last one in the Vaporflies, so go on, get number 3 done. That's 3 done, 3 kilometres. The last one was 5:57 minute mile. It felt very comfortable, you know, I was pretty much cruising along, so that's encouraging. But before we start these next ones, these next set of 3, I'm going to change into the StreakFly 2s just to see how they feel. Right, let's go on with the next set. StreakFly 2s are on, so we are now doing the next 3. Right, rep number 5 done. That one was 5:50 a mile. Again, felt good, in control. Pretty cruisy, so yeah, just where I wanted to be. And again, that's my quickest one, and it was in a StreakFly 2. So I mean, don't get me wrong, people will say that I'm obviously warmed up a lot more now from when I was using the Vaporflies, but there is definitely a different underfoot feeling from the StreakFlies to the Vaporflies. It's a little bit more cushioned than the Vaporfly. The Vaporfly is a little bit more rigid, and I definitely think there's more ground contact feel in the StreakFly 2s. One more rep to do. Let's see what we can do. There we go. That's the last one done. That was a 5:56 for the last K, minute miles. Oh, yeah, that was a good workout. I'm really happy with that. I kept it hovering around that 10k pace where I wanted to be. It didn't feel like I was overly stretching myself, you know, overly working. So, feel good. Yeah, feel really good for that. The track is quieting down now, which is nice. It was really busy at the start. I didn't really get a chance to film any drills or strides because there's quite a few kids on the track. So, but yeah, workout done, 6 times K, done and dusted. Very happy. Now we're going to have a nice cool down and yeah, it's telling me to cool down. We're going to get that cool down done in a sec. Just going to change shoes and put a new top on. This one's quite wet now. Yeah, I think that'll be my final workout of the week. I've got enough time to recover from that. It's 5 days out as I'm filming for the 10k in Grimsby. So, wind's starting. The wind down the back straight has been very tricky today as well. Not that I'm throwing that into the mix. The results were fine, but yeah, that wind is definitely picking up now. But yeah, it's race week. I'm feeling good. Got a bit of a little bit of a tight hamstring on my left, in my left hamstring, so I'll give that a bit of a foam roll, but it's nothing to worry about. But it's just a little bit of a niggle, but we can easily work that out. Hopefully that'll be fine. But yeah, race week, the one that I'm looking forward to really, Grimsby 10k. So tomorrow we've got a long run, so I'll do about 13 or 14 miles, just to shake everything out, legs nice and easy. But the rest of the week I think it's really going to be easy to steady miles. I mean, there'll be a rest day on Saturday. Thursday, Friday I'll be putting some mileage in my legs. I'll be finishing off some of those easy days with some strides at the end of them, just to keep the legs activated a bit, you know, a bit lively. But yeah, come on, change shoes and we'll get this cool down done before it rains. It's gone very black. Look at this. But yeah, lovely and quiet on the track now. But yeah, very happy with that. Very happy with that training session we did. I met a lovely old chap as well on the track. He was doing exactly the same session as me. It looks really smooth. Yeah, big respect to him. He did really well. I think he's just finishing his cool down at the moment. So yeah, recovery time. I'm gonna jump in the car, grab a shake and get something to eat. Oh, there we go guys. Session done and dusted. Woo! That was fun. I really enjoyed that today. Being back on the track. I don't think I actually been on the track this year. So it was really nice to get those legs turning and getting the feeling of the track back underfoot. But yeah, very interesting session today. Very interesting. And race bib has arrived for Grimsby 10k this coming Sunday. So yeah, track sessions, 6 times a kilometre with a couple of minutes walk recovery, which is kind of like equated to about 200 meters walk recovery. So yeah, I did the first 3 in the Nike Vaporfly version 2, and I did the second 3 in the Nike StreakFly 2. So very interesting comparison between the two. I mean, don't get me wrong, it wasn't a comparison video, nothing like that. It was just a session where I wanted to hit 10k pace, probably a little bit quicker, just to get those legs turning. And yeah, I know at the end of the day it wasn't a best of comparisons, because people would say you've warmed up in the first 3 in the Vaporfly 2, and the last 3 was in the StreakFly 2. You can see by the stats that the StreakFly 2 were marginally quicker. But was that because I've warmed up more? Probably. But the thought process today was between these two guys was going to be more about the feeling underfoot. Now, for me, what I found really interesting was the Nike Vaporfly 2. It did feel more cushioned underfoot. And surprisingly, it felt a lot more livelier underfoot. And that surprised me today. I felt in the first 3, the Vaporfly 2 felt a lot more rigid underfoot, but it also felt a lot more poppier underfoot. Now, when I switched over the shoes, the StreakFly 2, it did feel softer. It felt softer than the Vaporfly 2. There was a lot more ground contact feel with the StreakFly 2. But yeah, it didn't feel as rigid as the let's have a look here. I mean, look, there is, yeah, I mean, there is definitely a lot more flexibility in the StreakFly 2. I mean, obviously that's just down to feel of the shoes. That plate does feel a little bit more flexible underfoot, but it was more the underfoot feeling on how you felt going through the gait cycle. That's thrown a bit of a spanner in, really, of what I'm going to be using on the Grimsby 10k. I felt a lot more comfortable and a lot more poppier in the Vaporfly 2 than I did in the StreakFly 2. So, yeah, thought process is going wild in my head at the moment. But anyway, I will dilemma on that throughout the rest of the week. But yeah, that will be my last session this week. Tomorrow I've got my long run. Will it be, like I said on the video, will it be in half term? I've got to switch things around a little bit. So tomorrow I've got a long run. That'll be about 13-14 miles. Most of the week is going to be easy, with I'm going to be throwing in strides at the end of my easy runs just to keep that liveliness in my legs. Thursday I might do easy to steady, like an easy run to start off with, but the last 20 minutes or the last 15 minutes I might just pick it up gradually, just to wake the legs up a little bit more. But there won't be any more real high intensity sessions. Now it's going to be quite calm, with strides at the end of each run. So that's that then, guys. I'm not going to sit here and just waffle on, but the next time I'll see you will be at the Grimsby 10k. So yeah, thanks a lot for joining me in today's session, guys. I really do appreciate it. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, it really helps the channel grow, and I'll see you at Grimsby. Bye for now. Thanks, guys.